The Apple Tree and the Farmer. Once upon a time, there lived a farmer in a village beside woodland. He had a massive lawn that had a vintage apple tree and different vegetation, bushes and exquisite plant life. When the farmer was a little boy, he spent an awful lot of his time gambling with the apple tree. Those days, the apple tree had given the greatest of apples to him. However, as time passed, the apple tree has become antique and stopped bearing fruits. Now that the farmer became no longer getting any apples from the tree, he determined that the tree become useless. Therefore, he determined to cut the tree and use its wood to make some new furnishings. He felt that since the tree became old and massive, he ought no longer to treatment it, and it'd make awesome furnishings. He forgot that as a boy, he had spent his entire early life hiking the tree and eating its apples. Now the apple tree becomes domestic too. Numerous little animals inside the neighborhood. This blanketed squirrels, sparrows, and a huge form of birds and insects. When the farmer took his awl and began chopping the tree, all the little animals got here rushing down. They all commenced to plead with the farmer. They collected spherical to the farmer and stated, "Please don't cut the tree. We used to play with you whilst you have been small, beneath this very tree. This is our domestic, and we have no different area to move." The farmer became adamant. He raised his awl, and the commotion grew. "Please don't chop and destroy my home and kids," cried the squirrel. "Please don't chop and wreck my nest," cried the little birds. "Please don't reduce the apple tree," cried the grasshopper. The farmer, however, forgot his adolescence and his animal pals. He started out to cut the tree harder. All the little animals became desperate, and wanted to protect the apple tree at any fee. The little animals stated, "We will sing for you when you are toiling away in the fields. We will appearance after your little boy. He will not cry, but as an alternative might be entertained and happy. You will like our songs and will no longer sense tired." However, their cries for assist fell on deaf ears. Despite all their requests, the farmer persevered to cut down the tree. All of the unexpected, he noticed something brilliant. On analyzing it, he found out that it changed into a beehive, complete of honey. He took a little and placed tea in his mouth. The flavor of the honey wakened the little boy in him. Suddenly, the reminiscences of his childhood got here rushing returned. The honey tasted so desirable that he wanted more. It brought a feel of happiness to him. He smiled and exclaimed, "This tastes fantastic." Realizing the change within the farmer's mindset, the little animals spoke in unison. The bee stated, "I will continually offer you with sweet honey." The squirrel said, "I will proportion any quantity of nuts that you want." The birds cried, "We will sing as many songs as you need." Finally, the farmer found out his folly, and put down his awl. He understood that the tree was home to many adorable animals. He desired his little boy to have the early life that he had. The farmer realized that the apple tree was no longer that fruitless. The little boy in him saved the apple tree. He threw away the axe and stated to the little creatures, "I promised that I would never cut this tree. I have found out my mistake, and you all can now live in peace and harmony." The little creatures thanked the bee profusely. If the farmer had now not determined the beehive, they would have been homeless by now. They endured dwelling thankfully within the old apple tree. Moral: each and every dwelling issue in nature is of some use. We ought to now not wreck any dwelling thing. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you to each reader as the tale.